Hear you.
Here we go. We are recording. So this is August the 11th, 2020, and hero Tracy, after, wow, 2 weeks of and being chucked out of our house yesterday because of was there really a leak there, or what was a whole?
Yeah, I guess there was a gas leak. They were doing work somewhere and hit the gas.
Yeah.
You know how when they're digging?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was somebody was not supposed to be digging, in their yard and found the gas line, but yeah, that's dangerous. It's like
right.
In our neighborhood, great. So we went, hung around by the lake. We have a lake in town. So we hung around by the lake, sat in the vehicle, hung around at the lake.
Cool.
It wasn't so bad.
Cool. So let's jump in and share screen and go through the review for last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Here we go. Share. There we go. I think we are sharing. Is that correct over on your end?
Yep, it's okay.
Good. So let's scroll down here. Wow. 10.
Yeah, I know.
0, 0.
I know.
Very, very right knee a little bit.
Yeah.
Seems only hot once this week after the stairs, but I do not need to do the scanner, so that's good. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Right. So that really that was bone on bone, right? Or was it just the hip?
Yeah. No, that was my knee. My knee. No, the hip didn't bother me. It was just the knee. But maybe the cartilage is doing its job and it's not hurting as much.
Right. Good. That's repaired basically. And
Then my lower back, which when I sleep wrong, it'll do that.
I've been experimenting with that. I had basically an all-nighter. Well, it was 3 hours sleep, but then the next day I went for all day until about 2 a.m. And then I said to Lindy, jump in the car, we're going. We went out to the park here and drove down all the way through the lava flows and all the way down. It was like windy as hell. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And found a little sheltered area underneath next to a hillock, and it wasn't windy, and then got out the car and laid on the ground and slept till dawn, which wasn't that far away. But it was got me into the process of really looking at my sleep patterns. And I remember some of the best sleep I had was when I acclimatized to sleeping on the ground camping, which I did for a year in Africa. So anyway, I got one of these little blow-up camping mattress things, like this much air in it. And I'm so comfortable on that. It's unbelievable. I'm sleeping like really well. So yeah, that's my sleep pattern.
Well, and I find that too, when you're camping and you've got a mat, like you said, one of those mats, and you just knock, clunk and you're out. And yeah, of course, I don't have issues sleeping yet, ever. I hope never. But
right.
But you get a better sleep.
Right.
When you're out on the earth. Yeah.
Right.
What a great thing to do. I love it.
Yeah.
Did you sleep, Lindy? Did you get any sleep?
Oh yeah. I had my yoga mat under me, and then the asphalt of the road, so it was very flat. Only some ants came. They didn't bite, but they crawled. So.
Yeah.
They woke me up.
You had them tickling.
And they're going,
Yeah.
I don't remember this hill before.
Right. It's all warm and breathing. Ooh. So I lit this piece for a minute. Can you explain this?
Did I write it wrong?
I'm sure you haven't. I just wanted to clarify.
Well, I did it on H720. It was 77 hertz was the frequency, and the power was 44. And I put the timer on for 30 minutes.
Okay, and where did you place it? Sorry, it's probably in there, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, where it says up here, lower back. I used
okay.
I used the round accessory.
Right. I get you.
I can't find the long accessory.
Oh yeah.
It's tucked away somewhere. I don't know where. I have no idea. I was going through some things, looking for something, and after that is when I wondered where I put it when I was looking for the stuff.
Gone, huh?
I was looking for something else, and
Right.
it was in the box of what I was looking for, and I don't know where I put it.
What position?
But I've got all the others.
What position exactly was that on your lower back? On the lumbar?
Yeah. In the book, it shows that one spot you're supposed to put it at the lower part of the back. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good. And that never came back, or?
Nope. That was it. Just that one time. The Skinner works really well for me.
Yeah, and very quickly now, right?
Yeah. Well, and it's because I know how to use it. You've taught how to use it. You know how many hertz and how much power. Between what, and then if it gets a little too tingly, then back her off a little bit. And start with 20 minutes and then go to 30 minutes. So, yeah.
Right. Excellent. No third, no fourth.
Nope. No, it's great.
No gloves or socks. Excellent. So you're holding really, really well. I just
Yes.
brief look at those meds when I was laying them out. Okay, so 8 sets a day of stairs, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
How's that?
Well, where I wrote about it when you asked to comment on what you did, you'll see it down there. Oops. Yep, I partially did the partial fast for 5 days. I didn't do it to 7 days, but I did it for 5 days because my husband on 2 other days had other ideas. Okay, so I didn't. So, and then of course you can see I did the 8 sets of stairs. I went driving in the parking lot. Ta-da!
How did that feel?
I cannot do the sun salutation, so I just do the forward bends. I so far I'm not able to do that, so I'm just going to leave that for now. It's on the back of my head, and I thank you for the send you sent on that. But
good.
my body won't agree. So, and then I didn't want to walk down the block and back because I have to put on tennis shoes, and I rather go barefoot. So I just did what I felt would be the equivalent, just doing it in the yard, so I could be on grass.
Nice.
I will not walk barefoot down the sidewalk.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, not the crumbly sidewalks we have.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And so yeah, with the sun salutation, so can you get your fingertips to the floor?
Oh, my problem is I can't do it. You're supposed to bend down and then put your legs out. I can't do that. So I can get on the floor and then I can stretch out, and then all of a sudden it just starts to hurt, and I get, and it's really hard for me to stay in that position on my stomach.
Right. And where is it hurting?
I think that's because I'm still working on the reducing, after all that weight I gained. So, it just hurts well, that might be why my back hurt. Okay.
Okay.
But I think that's just because of the extra weight. You lay on your stomach and your back says, oh, heck no. I'm not going to bend like that because you've got a little extra there on the belly.
Right.
I really think that's what's going on, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. So you can bend forward. How far can you get your hands down your knees or down your shins or whatever?
Oh, past my toes.
Good.
I have a lot. I'm very flexible. Believe it or not, I'm still flexible, even with going forward with the belly. Sitting. But when I'm sitting, but when I'm laying flat, where I'm supposed to push up my, it just I like that. But I can sit up and I can bend forward and go down past I literally can stand up and go down and touch the floor with, flat-handed. So,
Nice. Nice. Excellent. Excellent.
yeah.
And can you walk the legs back a bit?
Huh. No.
No. So you can't put weight on your hands and just walk a couple of feet back with your feet, so you begin to open up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, all I've been doing is just going down and touching the floor and then coming back up. I don't go, I'm standing and then I just go down, I bend over and go down and go. I don't put my hands up. Yes, that's what you mean. No, I can't put my hands down and walk my feet back.
Okay, that would be the thing to try to. Don't worry about going down to the ground yet. Let's see if you can just get into the downward dog, right? And then yeah. So work on just trying to stay in a downward dog, and
Okay.
then we can start to develop the upper muscle, and you could, if you can, maybe next month, do push-ups, whatever you can to get some of that core strength back.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
Good. And barefoot mama. All right.
I've always been someone barefoot. Well, you saw in that picture, when I'm out, as you could see, we were at the park. That was part of, we were preparing for ceremony. We were sitting there getting ready, and I'm always barefoot. So
Good. So let's go to the. Let's save that. And I want to talk about that in a moment. Let's go to the photos. The what?
Ninja.
Yeah. So we now have a total of 13 weeks.
13. Yeah. Yeah, and I have, and I was wrong. I mean, I knew I had through September to pay you, so that was wrong when I said, "Oh, I think I only have one more." Well, I was thinking I was in August, not July.
Right.
So I still have to pay you in August and pay you in September. I laugh at myself.
Okay. I didn't get what that is, but whatever. Let me just stay on this for a moment, then we'll get back to that. So, my oh my.
I know.
That's right.
At the right side.
6 readings and 6, basically. Okay, and so here's one thing I meant to mention last time, and definitely I'm going to mention this time. I don't think unless you want to, there's no real necessity on doing the afternoon readings anymore.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because I don't think it's really giving us any much important data. Right? And
right. Well, and of course, and I'm only, if I'm not using the scanner, it's supposed to improve them. Well, I'm not using the scanner, so I don't need to.
Right, you don't need it. So, but what's now is that you are using the scanner to do the face points, which, of course, as I said before, is what we use at the end of every session. So now you're at the place where if you're maintaining this brainstem activity balanced, which you certainly are. Look at that.
Yeah, it worked out really good. I liked doing that, though. I have to tell you, there's something about it that makes you feel better.
Yes, I agree.
Why, but...
Well, there's 2 things happening there. One is that it's reinforcing you number-wise with that, hey, the system's pretty cool, right? And
yeah, I guess so.
And
You're doing okay.
Yeah, everything's working nicely. And yeah, so let's just look at this week, whatever this is. I think it's 12 that I'm looking at. Yes. And
yeah, that was last week. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So we had right, and we had right and left a little bit. We had right, and then we had left. Okay.
They changed spots.
Right. So we changed sides. Now, what happened over on the week 13? Week 13, we go from right.
I know.
Okay.
And of course that is where the knee is the issue and the hip is the issue. So, and of course, like I told you, that's the side of my body that the when I was struck by lightning, that's where it came through, was the right side. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it though, but it was electrical.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah.
Right. Balanced. Yeah. It's up to you, Tracy, whether you want to do them both sides or not, but
Pretty even, I'm guessing so.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep doing it just because I like doing it. But I don't know. There's something about I always say to my body, well, we're going to balance. Let's go.
Right. Excellent. Very, very nice.
Like a reminder almost.
Right.
Even if I'm not balanced, I want to remind my body, you're supposed to be balanced.
Right.
Get that going.
Really.
Oh, and I wanted to tell you about my daughter, just so that you know.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that.
She has a scanner, and I had mentioned to her she might want to consider getting it. Go ahead if that called to her. So her husband, she wasn't going to do it, but her husband got her it because she would have told. And I said, I know somebody you can get it from. Well, then her husband got one. Oh well. I thought I'd have you have her purchase it from you, and then I could teach her what you're teaching her. But what happened is she got that scanner 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago is when she had the surgery on her shoulder. Okay, 2 weeks ago. Well, what's happened since then? Her thumb has become totally numb since then. And I said, well, normally what I've learned from Benedick is we start out slowly, but because of what you have going on, I had her do the 6 point with the four rather than the 3. I had her do the 6 points. So I figured we'll start with that, see if she can balance. Well, she hasn't written it down, so I can't help her. But I had her take the horseshoe one and put it on that thumb, not her shoulder. Her shoulder, wasn't that hurt. It was her thumb. Put it around her thumb, and then I did the 7. You said, well, just do the 77 and see how much it can take. 40 to 50. See how much it could take. One application, and she said, Mom, it works. I went, yeah. I'm not fibbing. You know how your kids are like,
right.
Oh, it's mother telling me what to do.
Yeah.
But it was her husband who bought.
Right.
Having her husband buy it for her, that makes all the difference, because I said, he's a diabetic. And I said, so, he can use that too.
Right.
So I just wanted to let you know that my daughter, one time, she goes, my gosh, I could feel such a difference. I said, I know. And all I could do is, I felt like you saying to me, I know.
Right.
That's good.
Great. That's awesome.
So I was so shocked that she had gotten it. But then she asked me, what should I do? Okay, I will. Okay, we'll do the 6 point thing, and then I'm just going to have her do that for now. And then, because she's still dealing with the recovery on that shoulder, because she had pulled the shoulder out of joints, so they did surgery. So that's all I can do for now.
Well,
I did okay, didn't I?
Oh, absolutely. She should be applying it over the surgery as well.
All right, I'll tell her that. But she, of course, the part hurting is what you want to take care of, and that's when they're most apt to listen.
Yeah.
Well, quite frankly. And so then I thought, oh, that's good. And then of course I was telling her all the things that could help her, and help Dan. So I just want you to know, wow. So what started with you, my daughter's now interested, Yeah, I thank you.
Yeah. It's awesome, isn't it? Absolutely.
But I'll go slowly with her, because she didn't really ask. See, that's the difference.
Yes.
When she didn't ask, I just said, well, there might be something you could do. And I was telling her, I was trying to have her to get it before surgery, so she might not have to have surgery, but it doesn't matter. It's her life. So, but then her husband thought that might, yeah, exactly. Her husband thought that might help. And so what a sweetheart that he bought that, you know?
Yeah, totally.
I think he seriously wants her to be healthy too, you know, so. But because he did, it was like, oh, this is even a big bonus.
Right. I met this similar story. Well, I met a lady who came to one of the sound healing sessions here, and turned out that she's been a professional jockey for like 30 years, and has run, I think, 7,000 races. She's fallen off 50 times, something at, 45, 50 miles an hour, and knows how to fall and stuff, and of course has broken everything over the years, over the decades.
I'm sure.
And she had this ice pick in her back knot of muscles right in here, and which she's had for years. And in one session, we cleared it. One session.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
We went in there real deep and just worked all across the broken ribs that were underneath the scapula and everywhere that I could get to, and then finished up with this one, right, lifting up the and could be one side to lift, but the other side wouldn't lift up properly because the nerves are all entangled. And,
sure.
But as we straighten it out, it'll get more and more powerful lift. Yeah, you can do miracles, like miracles that
absolutely.
Nobody else can do.
Absolutely. Of course, I know that with having torn the meniscus on my other knee. That's it. One application. I haven't had to do it yet since.
Right.
That's amazing to me.
It's huge, isn't it? Yes, huge.
Yeah. Big, huge. Yeah.
Yeah, and just shows how corrupt the medical system is not to be putting that stuff out for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
we could go on and on about that, so we'll I'll stop.
And what I'm going to do actually is go on for just a little bit on that, because I just pulled up this page for you, and it's something we discussed last time, and it's this book, this one.
What really makes you ill? Okay.
Right. But I just wanted to give you a view on this. It is. Did you read the review that I sent you on the Invisible Rain?
I could not pull it up. Yeah, you sent it. You sent it. You said, here, this is. I think it's got my cell phone, so I'm taking a look. You sent it, and you said.
Yeah. Did I send you this? And I sent it again. Yes.
Yeah. Did I send you this? When I go in it, it says it can't pull it up on my phone, but that might. It's because it's a PDF file, I guess. So that's what it says it is when it tries to pull it up. So send it on email, and then I could probably pull it up on the computer. But for whatever reason on the cell phone, it won't pull it up. Weird. Who knows why?
Yeah.
Because when I go into it, I'm going into it right now, and this is what it says.
Okay. Well, just take that link and pull it up on your computer.
Well, I have to send it to the problem with this particular phone is I can't send emails from my phone. So I would have to have it sent to mine. I can't send any. I could send it text to text, but that doesn't do me any good because it still stays on my phone.
Okay, here we go.
So that's I eventually, but
here we go.
I'm not a major phone user, so I don't want to have to get a fancy dancy new one, They're expensive, those phones. Holy crap.
Yeah, I got a very good one for $90.
Yeah, see, and that's what it is. My husband decided we were going to get iPhones and paid way too much, but he was the one. I mean, that's when I couldn't go out and go anywhere. He did it without me there, and I would have never allowed that. But so this is going to be with me forever. Pay that kind of money. I am not getting, unless I can get a cheaper one. But right. Yeah, as long as it's working. But for whatever reason, whatever format it is, wouldn't take it.
Right, there we go. Okay, I sent you the email.
Thank you. Well, I can find that when I go up on email after.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But what's really interesting about this book is is the volume of data in there, and how they've approached the whole process. It doesn't, unlike the invisible rainbow, which is purely basically about the electromagnetic stuff. This is really about that, but also about all of the, well, let me just go through the chapters here and just briefly call it out. You know, the vaccinations, the germ theory stuff, animals and diseases, poisoning the planet, non-infectious diseases, more medical misconceptions, global issues, vested interest in the agenda for control, you know, the nature and causes of illness. It's a huge, long book. But I've gone in there little pieces, and Linda's dug in here much deeper than I have. And I'm just like blown away. You know, she's got all the sugar stuff in there, you know.
Nice.
You know, everything is in there. And it's a really good compendium of where our medical system is and where it shouldn't be. You know.
Sorry, obviously a phone's going on. It's dinging saying, yes, that's true.
Yeah, so I was going to see if I could find a good review for you, but go to this page, type it in, and this video here, this YouTube one, that was a different guy, but they come over really well, and probably the best bang for the buck is to just watch one of those YouTube.
Okay, I'll start doing that, and that's excellent. So I've got What Really Makes You Ill. Of course, you know, I'm writing it down, and it said you can go on YouTube too. So I'll go YouTube first. Someone's sending me, I just have to show you, someone's sending me pictures of our neighborhood. Can you see it?
Oh my God. Hold it a little lower. Hang on. Let me see if I can. Actually, no, I can't see it right now because I've just got a tiny little screen and I'm on the share screen.
Oh, okay.
But what I wanted to do is, just before I go from the share screen, let me just send you this as well.
That's what all that dinging was. She wanted to say, look, you know, because they know I'm not out and about. Of course, they didn't know I had. Now, and I could show you. See?
Yeah. Oh, stuff came down, huh?
Oh, really? We had straight line winds. You know, literally everything. I don't know if she can see it. I'll move back to show you. Because she keeps sending, so every time she keeps sending, you can't really see it. But
next one comes up.
Oh, there she goes again. It's my friend who's in the neighborhood. Anyway, I mean, and there's all over the place. Houses are gone. And we were very, very fortunate. I was glad we were finally be able to come back to the house, because if we had been out in that might have been different with the vehicles. So anyway, just sharing. That's why she's interrupting. So.
Right. That's what you're going through, huh?
Yeah, we were going through quite a bit there. You know, what can you do? You know, it's if it's going to come in, it's going to come in. We didn't have it as bad as around us, but I know that prayer works, and I know that. Well, I don't know if you know anything about Slim Sperling.
I've heard of him. Yes. Slim
Sperling has the tensor rings.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I happen to have some of the tensor rings that he has, and literally you can, because of the light that goes through it based on the quantum physics, you literally can calm an energy in the area if you need to, if something big is coming. So I had already done that. So it didn't impact us, but next door, it's like, wow.
Next door.
I never had to test it before, but I did this time. And I've known him for 25, 30 years maybe, and he's passed on now. But he was a quantum physicist, and he did quantum mechanics and stuff like that. And he had come up with this.
Right.
So.
Right.
So I know that with prayer, because you do, for me, I always include that, and I ask Mother Earth to help. Okay.
Sure. So literally, it went through next door, but not through your place?
Yep.
Wow.
Not to our place. It went, there was three, because the way I was facing, the houses I was facing, if I had known this, I didn't, this is the first time I've ever used it. And I've had it all those years because I just happened upon it the other day. So no coincidence in that I happened upon it 2 days ago. I happened to find it in a box 2 days ago.
Nice.
Going, oh yeah, I never did, he's been gone a while, just one of those people. And so I, that used for college and stuff like that. But so I decided to use it. And where I was facing that took care of it. What it does is it harmonizes the energy. So if there's any energy that's not there, because that's what it'll seek. And so you can do that and it will, and so those horses didn't get anything. So.
Whoa. Awesome, Tracy. That's awesome. Yeah. So what have we got lined up for this week? Let me just go back to that.
Yeah, take a look and see. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep her from dinging in because she's got a gazillion pictures.
Right. Right. I bet. Oh my God, what happened to every time it updates this program, it moves the icon around and I can't find it. So let's go back in from this side.
I love your bird in the background. I've always been meaning to tell you the bird that I hear.
Oh, aren't they amazing?
In the back.
Yeah.
I love the sound. Every time I hear that, it's just like,
Right.
Yeah, it's just so relaxing.
So what are we looking at for this week, Tracy? I've got the steps. Well, how many steps are we going to do now? Or how many times?
I think they just said one more. You asked the question, the bird answered you.
Okay, 9 steps.
We're just going to do one more. We're doing 8 now. We'll do 9.
Okay. So it's 9 sets of steps.
Yeah. 9 sets. Yeah.
And is that the major exercise for you? It is, in a way, right?
Oh, I walk.
Yeah, but also
I walk, and then I do a breathing exercise, which is being able to increase your metabolism. I do that breathing exercise you use that is available to use to increase your metabolism as well.
Excellent. And how much weight have you actually lost in the last few months?
I have not, since I've started this. I thought about that the other day. I should really start weighing myself. I haven't done it. I just know that I'm doing vegetarian. I'm feeling better. I know that it's going to drop off because I am one of those people that if I decide I'm going to focus on weight, I'll sabotage it. So I don't focus on it. I'm allowing it to just happen. And I'll hop on. I know what I was before. I'll just hop on it someday when I feel like it and go, oh, look, I've lost 20 pounds.
Right.
Yeah, because I've lost 50. I've lost 50. So, and I know I've lost since we've started.
Yeah. So do you have a doctor's appointment where they weighed you some time back that we have some sort of gauge?
Well, what was it? My weight, the last time I went to the doctor, which has been, oh gosh, I only see him once a year now. So what is it? It was 200, I'm in 200s, it's 225.
225, okay.
Mind you, I was up to almost 300 over the 5.5 years I sat and when I was on the prednisone. I was 160, so I always thought I was heavy when I started, as far as I was concerned, but I wasn't because I was exercising and doing stuff and it was bulk. And I was fine. So look how much I gained. I gained 140 pounds. That's a lot of weight, but over 6 years.
Yes.
Over 6 years. So I'm back down. I'm back down at least to 200. So I'm like, oh my God, 225 is horrid to me.
Yes, right.
If I were a very tall person, oh, okay. No.
Okay, I just put that data down in the chat here so that we have some record on it. And so I put last time at doctors 225 down from 300 pounds, which is looking at, and you said 140 pounds over 6 years. Is that how much you lost or gained or something? I'm not sure.
Over the 6 years, I went from 160 pounds to 300 pounds. So I had gained, I had gained 140 pounds over the 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And the prednisone helped with that, but I wasn't moving. I was a vegetable.
Right. Right.
And it didn't matter, eat food-wise. I was used to exercising all the time. Like I told you, I was going to the gym 6 times a week when I, before this hit or whatever happened to me.
Right. Right. Good. Well, let's see if we can get you back in that gym. Which we will be, actually. I would think that you're going to be getting on and towards as fit as you were by the end of this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You rock if you can do that.
Well, I think so will you.
Yeah.
You'll be the one that's rocking. I'll be the one trying to keep up with you.
Yeah, right. Right now, it's the weight I know is a big issue.
Okay, so cold thermogenesis is a good.
I do that every day.
Is a good weight loss process.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Good weight loss process. Yep.
And so how much?
Stay off the carbohydrates. I mean the bad ones. That's a toughie.
Yeah. Don't I know it?
Yeah, I get there.
Lindy.
Off and on.
Oh yeah, and I'm going to put in another research guy for you, Dr. Kruse.
Okay.
He was horribly overweight. Now, let me give you a little background on Dr. Kruse before you get pissed off with him. He's a neurosurgeon out of New Orleans, and he's got this aloof, condescending attitude, but his data is really good. And so he comes off as a total prick, but actually his yeah.
Oh, don't worry. We've all dealt with those.
Yeah.
Right?
But his data,
what he does is good.
His data is right on, and his research is right on. And his research about the different wavelengths for the eyes, all the sun, circadian stuff, walking barefoot, the mitochondrial membrane integrative by eating live oysters because they contain the DHA oil in a switched position, which is known as SN2. And that's the one that can transfer the electrons and electricity very, very quickly and easily, which is what the mitochondrial membrane needs. He's good. He's a good guy, despite his attitude. And he was hugely overweight. Oh, and learn. You've already been doing this, but he has what he's called. And write this down. I'm going to write this down here for you to look up his leptin reset. And leptin is a hormone in the correct. I might be wrong on that, but anyway, it's a reset that he does for that weight loss consideration, or any of us, right? So look that up too. I'm going to move that up into the chat area in just a moment. Number 6 here. So we've got the cold thermogenesis. How many showers are you doing?
I do one every day. I don't do I just go in to be in the cold.
Yeah. Good. And what else were we working on? We got to we were working on stuff, but now we don't need to work on that. Lindy's got one.
That's funny.
Get out into
I
the world.
Get out in the world. Now, I'm going to tell you something really positive. My husband surprised me, and I knew that for me to go places, if I'm ever going to go long distance, I have to be able to have the ability to do that because I use a bidet. And because I'm so heavy, I have to use a bidet. Once I lose weight, I won't have to. But because of where I'm at. And of course, I know I'm not heavy like other people, but I'm heavy. And but I think part of it's because I was exercising until I came up to it when it happened. But he bought a small RV that will have the ability to have a bidet in it so that I can then travel, because I haven't been able to do that. And I was telling him how I wanted to go out in the world. He did that. Can you believe? I think it was a part of the prayers that were answered. And so it's going to happen. He's not going to pick it up until next week. And then, but we're going to go up to our cabin in Minnesota. You know, that's where I'm from, is Minnesota. And we're going to go up to our cabin in Minnesota. So on the 14th of September, I will be coming back. And so we'll have to meet on the 15th, our call. So we'll have to change the 14th of September to the 15th.
Okay.
So.
You got that. You got the 14th. Yeah.
Yeah, the 14th of September, cancel that and put me on the 15th.
Okay.
But that is game changing.
Yes.
To get back up in the energy that I prefer, up there in the lakes and the woods and the, the pine trees and the, I'm just really looking forward to it. So that was like, wow. And of course, I have my PCM with me and all that, but that was a big thing. And I never expected that would ever happen, ever. It's a used one. It's not, a used one, not brand new, all that. But it's the biggest thing they wanted to make sure you got was, because some of them, have that blue stuff in it. No. He wanted one that was a flushable so that he could, keep the tanks in it, water tanks in it, so that you could have a bidet.
No.
Cool.
Excellent. Wow. Okay, you're out and about now.
I will be.
Right. So Linda's got 3 ones that she's coming up with over here. She's saying breathing, singing, and music.
Oh yes.
All right.
Good idea. I'll see if I can keep the breathing thing going. No.
Yes. Oh, wow. I'm so happy for you. That is so freaking awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. And of course, he's out of work. We don't have all that kind of money. Well, his mother gave him the money for it. And I was like, oh, because his mom's still, she's still alive.
God bless.
And part of the reason was because she wants to go up. She too wants to go up to Minnesota because she married a man that was from Indiana and they came here. And she too wants to go back home to Minnesota, and she would have to have that too. And I'm like, oh, it worked. It's like, wow.
No.
I said, well, you'll pay her back. No, I don't have to pay her back. She's just a gift for me. I went, wow. I mean, think how things work. I would never have expected that, ever. But
right.
Then she really wants to go too. So that's so nice.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, because, he's out of work and stuff. I just can't. And I was, of course, I was like, financially, how are we ever going to make it if you?
Right.
He didn't, because I was thinking, how's he going to get the money for it? Anyway, no, she gave him money. He wouldn't pay cash for it, but he's not picking it up until next week. So.
Great. So it's going to be basically fully detoxed of all of the nasty stuff inside the RV that would have been in there if you bought a new one, right? So yeah,
because it's old. It's
Yeah.
old. It's a 1991.
Oh,
It's an old one, 1991. So it doesn't have the microwaves, all
Right.
that stuff. It doesn't have any of that stuff.
Sweet.
It doesn't have the computer stuff for the engine. And it's
Right.
an engine that my husband can work on.
Oh yeah.
He can work on it. He could, those are engines he can work on. He doesn't like the computer stuff anyway, because he doesn't have one of those machines, you know.
Right.
So it really is a win-win for the, you know, anyway. I'm like, I'm still processing, because this just happened yesterday. I'm still processing it. I mean, oh my God, and I'm not an RV person. Let me camp on the ground. Well, I guess I am now, at least for now, you know.
Right.
And it's small enough that you can get around. It's like a, you know, the vans that you see, it's like it's just a little, it's on a 1-ton truck chassis.
Yeah.
It's a Ford truck, 1-ton truck chassis. But it looks like a van. So you're not talking, only 2 people could sleep in it. You don't have, you know, I mean, it's not a, you know, huge, but the big thing was a flush toilet.
Sure.
And I'm sure that guy thought that's weird, but his mother needs it too. So I'm not the only one. So I'm like, wow. So it's got a seat, you know, there's 2 seats in the back that you can sit in, and the 2 in the front. And then one can be made, there's a above where the people, above where you sit, you know, and drive, there is the bunk bed thing. So my husband will go up in the bunk bed. And then I would just be on the bed that's right here, you know, next to it. But my husband said, no, they're going to be putting in a lounge chair. I went, what? So they're taking out the stuff that's there and putting in a lounge chair. So the seat that's in the front on the passenger side can swivel back. So you've got a seat there for someone. And then there's going to be a lounge seat in the back and 1 bench seat. I went, a lounge seat, and it swivels.
Perfect.
Yeah, and of course, as part of what like I told you, I have, you know, getting up and down. I could get up and down. I can get up and down, but I can sleep in a lounge chair because that's what I had to do for all those years. So I'll have a place to sleep. Yeah, because it'll go back.
Right.
So sorry, I'm yucky. Obviously, I'm excited. I just found out last night.
Right.
And my birthday's coming up, so it was a birthday gift. He said from his mom and him. I said actually it's from his mom, but you had the idea.
That's right. Let's get this straight.
And I've never gotten birthday gifts from. I mean, I'm just still overwhelmed. But she's getting older. She's in her 90s, and you know, I think she's getting to a point where she's thinking about. She wants to go back up to see, you know, place where she was born, and she still has cousins and stuff up there, so that's really good. Of course, I have family up there, but we won't have time to stop and see them. But we'll just breeze by on our way to the where she needs to go, because this is her trip, really. But I get to go.
Yeah. So the 3 of you will be going, right?
Yeah, and the dog. 3 of us and the dog.
Right.
The dog will love it. She can just go back and forth and back and forth. Anyway.
Yeah, that is a beautiful picture. Thank you.
Yeah,
Wow, what a breakout. Yeah, what a breakout. 2020 was a good year for you.
Yes, really is turning out to be a good one. I found you and everything's gone well ever since.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Wonderful. So you've been thinking about food for the trip and stuff like that, and how you're going to keep that going. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I bet you.
And all organic for me, and I've got protein, vegetarian protein. You know, that's really good.
Right.
But you can just use your water. You don't have to use anything else. And you know, making sure I have stuff to go up there. But they have a farmer's market in that town. It's right on the Canadian border, and they have a farmer's market that will be active. So, but certainly we'll get stuff before we go, because we'll have a refrigerator. It does have a refrigerator.
Oh man!
It does have a refrigerator.
So you're right below Alberta. Is that where you are? Is it Alberta across the border there?
No, Ontario.
Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario comes
yeah,
Manitoba.
goes right across.
Ontario, then Manitoba. Yeah, because it's up. You know, where Lake Superior is the huge Lake Superior. It's if you were to start right at the tip of Lake Superior, which kind of comes to a point. It's called an arrowhead. They call it an arrowhead, and you go straight north from there.
I remember. Yep, I've been down that road. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's International Falls there. There's Ely, Minnesota, and that's where we're going, is Ely.
Oh, okay.
Boundary Waters Canoe area.
Right. Wow, that is awesome, Tracy. That is so. So let me think about September.
I know it's really off topic, but it was like,
No,
but it is about getting out in the world. Not talking about getting out in the world. I do one spin around the parking lot. I go one spin around the parking lot. Next thing you know, we're getting an RV.
Right.
So
Well,
I'm so glad you told me to go out and drive.
Right, and I'm relieved that it's not a trial bike that he got you.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, me too. Oh Lord. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, really.
So anyway, it was breathing, singing. What was the other one that she had said? I got off topic
Okay.
there. Breathing.
Okay, here we are. If you go to the chat, I put them up there for you.
If I go where?
Okay, there should be a chat icon that you can hit. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right at the bottom of the screen, sort of in the middle, there's a little chat icon which will open up.
There's nothing there except nothing. I have nothing on my screen unless I touch. Oh, all right. Switch camera, switch this, mute, stop video. That's all I've got on there.
Yeah, there would. Oh, okay. You're not on the. I don't know if you can see this on.
No, I'm on an iPad.
Right. Well, you should be able to see it. But anyway, I'll be sending this to you. But anyway, what I have here is 9 sets of steps, your breathing exercises. I've got the weight data. And then you're going to be doing the cold showers. And you're going to research leptin reset, Dr. Kruse. It's all in there.
Okay.
And then number 6 was get out in the world, and suddenly an RV comes in along your horizon.
It went. It blew up at that point. Bam!
And I've got the September 15th date change, and Linda's.
Yeah, we went from the 14th to the 15th.
Okay. And Linda's suggestion there, breathing, singing, and music. Get a ukulele.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you. Any particular music which is better to listen to?
Well,
I would just use stuff that you can sing to.
Okay.
Right, that you are familiar with the words or the melody, and start to recreate start to heal the frequencies that are coming out of your sound box there, your voice.
Okay. Good. Well, I do sing. We have ceremonial drum, and we once a month Dave will play the ceremonial drum and we'll do the songs, the sacred songs. So but I'll look into some real good rock and roll music.
Right.
I was gonna say Mozart and stuff, but I can't sing the Mozart. So I didn't know she had any favorite rock and roll songs that she think would be good for me to sing.
The Beatles are always good.
Absolutely, I agree.
Good. So we're meeting again on the 3rd, right? On the 24th? Yes.
Okay, hold on. I gotta make sure I've got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 24th. But come on.
My birthday.
I just got to make sure it's on my calendar. Yeah, next time is 24th.
Good. And then, so we're going to meet on the 15th on September. So it'll be the 24th and then the 15th. Okay, good. Wow, you're going to get out of the house. Woo!
For me, that's a big deal. Right. That's a big deal. Going up and down those stairs, when you asked me, that was a great big deal as well. So that was like my start out the door.
Right. On this list, what I Well, on this list, what I did forget to put in there was, you know, you walking around as much as you can outside. But
Yeah, I
and
can walk inside, but it's nicer on the grass.
totally. And the sunlight stuff. And
Yeah,
yeah.
and of course, when I go out there and walk around, I'm in the sunlight. It's great.
Right.
Two in one, right?
Well, this is so awesome to have spent this time with you, Tracy. And
Thank you.
yeah, you're
And thank
bubbly.
you for rescheduling, because I'm so glad, you know, that was just weird. Weird.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all of a sudden they're knocking on the door, you got to go. I'm like, what? You know, of course, I didn't even grab my phone.
Right.
So, you know, but my husband had his, so that was good.
No problem. No problem. Is he back at work?
Yeah.
Good. That was
No, he's not, but
no, it's not. No, okay.
that was a no.
No.
That's why he can go on.
So that's why he's got, no wonder he got to run RV.
I said he did. Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's why I said we didn't have money. That's why I was really, whoa, wait a minute. And that's why we said, no, my mom. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, my. I am so happy for you. You are really set up in a really good position now. Well done. Well done. Yeah, excellent. Excellent, Tracy. I'm just, it's an honor to be part of your process, you know.
Well, likewise, you
Yeah.
know, it's just an honor to be a part of that. And I'm, you know, thank you for both of you for the gifts that are coming, and I'm very, very grateful as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, thank you, Lindy, for all of your support, you know, my right-hand support, you know, through this. And, you know, just because we're sitting down here talking for an hour doesn't mean that we stop talking about what's going to be going on.
Yeah,
You know?
and I'm a firm believer that when you make, because there was a connection, you know, there was a connection, and then there was a connection to Lindy right away. And I thought, well, we obviously know each other somewhere on another plane or multiverse, you know.
Right.
So there's somehow that, you know, we know each other. And I thought, you know, when you have that connection, things, they can just become, you're greater than the sum of your parts, you know.
Right. Right.
And we are the sum of the parts, which makes us greater together than alone, you know.
Yeah.
So it just feels right. And if I talk about you, and I know that sending prayers your way, and you sends prayers my way, it's a win-win.
Yeah. Big time. Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so over and out until
Cool.
a couple of weeks, well,
Okay.
quite, but 13 days, and we'll take another look, and you'll be driving around at that RV and testing
And then
it out.
after that, yep.
Awesome, Tracy.
All
Awesome.
right.
Okay, sweetheart. I'll put
Namaste.
this up and send you the notes, and we'll take it
All
from
right.
there next week.
Okay,
A
great.
couple of weeks.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Woohoo!